So here on our farm, one of the types of animals we raise is ducks and geese. And I figured that I kind of owe you guys a tour of their winter house, so let's go. In the summertime, the ducks and geese are out there on pasture and the greenhouse is filled with pumpkins. But this time of year, this is where the ducks and geese spend the night. And then the ducks and geese also have a run out there where they can go during the day, and I'll show you that as well. As far as the dimensions go, the greenhouse is 10 feet wide and 30 feet long. Me and my dad added 10 feet on to the back of it this year, and it's definitely nice to have that extra space. Because last year I only had 14 birds and now I'm up to 22. So the basic layout of the greenhouse is door on this side, got a place for water to go there. I'll put water bowls there when I need to, and all the water spills down through the grate and doesn't make the bedding a mess. That's really good. I used to give them water at night, but then Morgan Gold over at Goldshaw Farm told me that you really don't need to give them water at night as long as they have plenty during the day. So I only use this on like really stormy days when I leave them in here. The run that the ducks and geese have is a 5-foot high welded wire 2x4 mesh fence, and it's attached to T-stakes out in the open, and then the rest of it, it's attached to the trees. My plan was to have the geese on this side of the running greenhouse and the ducks on this side of the running greenhouse, and the ducks were gonna have their own separate door here and a 4-foot high dividing fence to keep them separate. Just because I've had problems with geese eating duck eggs in the past, and I really only need to separate them at night because that's when the ducks lay their eggs. But still, I gotta separate them at night, and if they just had their own separate run, it would be easier. But we were busy this year and snow came before I could get it ready, so it's just part of it. Then over here is where a lot of the geese's nests are. And here's the dividing fence to separate the ducks and geese at night. It's pretty simple. It's this heavy duty plastic chicken wire that goes across from the ramp all the way down here with 2 fiber rods here and then a loop I made out of zip tie to hook the 2 insulators together. And that's how I lock the ducks on that side, and then I can just open it like this, let all the ducks through. The thing I really love about their winter run is we made it so a lot of it's in the trees, which gives them a place to get out of the weather if they don't want to go in the greenhouse, and they really enjoy it. Another cool thing we did is we made it so it's southwest facing, which means it gets a lot of sunlight and it gets warmer in the greenhouse than it would if we had made it facing in another direction. And that orientation also helps this area you see behind me to melt out a lot quicker, which the ducks and geese like. Another thing that I did that I really like pertaining to the run in the greenhouse is I made the dividing fence come right along here, which makes an L between the door and the fence, which means if we're coming here hurting the animals, there you have the fence there and the greenhouse there. The only way they want to go is in the door because they don't want to come back at us most of the time, and that makes it way easier to shut them in at night. The greenhouse is made out of these metal pipes from a fallen down carport garage, and then we made plywood braces to make the angles. This wall of the greenhouse is covered in plywood. My goal is to have both gables covered in plywood eventually, but I didn't have time to cover that one in plywood before snow came. And I also have a door here on this end just in case I ever want to have a second door to use. The greenhouse plastic that I used last year was the 6mm stuff from Lowe's, and it blew apart in 9 months. So definitely try and get the better quality greenhouse plastic. So this year I spent the money and bought some real greenhouse plastic, and it's been holding up pretty well. On the northern side, you can also see that we've got a screen up there to get them nice fresh air. I haven't needed to shut it out all this year, even with blowing snow. I have gotten a little snow in there, but it's good because it gives them good ventilation. And I've also got a screen on this door that I can open if I need to get good airflow in there. One thing I did have to do is I had to put some mesh around some of the trees to keep the geese from eating it. Because if you guys didn't know, geese chew on anything and everything that they can. Which is why I have wire mesh basically everywhere that the geese can reach in here so they don't chew on the plastic. Because you'd like to chew on the plastic, huh, Goosey? This whole area where we built the duck and goose house is really rocky. And over last year and this year with just doing the deep bedding method, it's really built up to the point where this side where the geese are, which is the older part, there's like barely any rocks you can see in here. So as far as protecting these guys from predators, one thing I do is I have this wire mesh going up here to try and predator proof it. I also have this metal running all the way along the bottom, and that helps. The 2 most important things I do so far as keeping them safe from predators is 1, every day I'll walk around the whole greenhouse and make sure everything's good. And of course, I always shut the ducks and geese in their house at night. We were coming in to get the other camera and we ran into Eiley. What do you have in there, Eiley?
I have 11 eggs from our chicken coop.
Show me. Wow, they're olive colored. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, now go fall. It's more funny.
Okay.
You're no fun.
Mom. Mom. Do this one.
Holy moly, it's huge.
Wow.
I think we have an ostrich in the chicken house.
Very awful.
You guys are lucky because we have a special guest here for chores tonight.
Ooh, I'm special.
Mom's carrying straw for their bedding.
Tucker loves when I help him do chores because it's the only time he can boss me around. Wait, no. He bosses me around all the time.
It's the only time you listen?
The only time I listen.
I know.
Look at it. It's nearly ice skate.
Nearly.
Nearly.
Let me get the door. The rest can probably go on the duck side. And focus more up here because it flush down. Let's see if the geese laid any eggs. I've been getting quite a few eggs from them. Let's see. Nothing in this nest. Yeah, no more eggs today. Let's get the ducks and geese in, Mom. Do you want to go that way and get the ducks?
I would.
And I'll go this way and get the geese. Because you seem afraid of them when they attack you. All geese, go to bed. All ducks, go to bed. Hi, Mom. Come on, ducks. There we go. We did it, Mom.
Woo, nobody ate me. That's always exciting.
The door here, it's got a hinge on top so it opens up, and then I have a clip here, which is screwed into a timber lock, to a 2x4, which is screwed into the upright.
Okay.
And then it just clicks to the handle during the day.
Nice.
It's not ideal because it sends snow and water
Hello
in
there.
there.
Oh, yeah. Well, oh well.
So the second door I built is much better, except I don't use it.
Well, maybe someday.
So I just shut the door like that, kick it shut with my foot.
Okay.
Go down the lever, and then since I'm a nervous Cafergit, I have a bolt that goes in here to make it extra
Super duper goose proof.
Now it's time to separate the ducks and geese.
Oh, someone's trying to eat you for supper. And these geese don't want to go to bed. They want to party. They're like, let us out, let us out. I stay way back here because I'm afraid of them. Yeah, so let's see if we can get the ducks. Go, ducks, go. Stay away from me, geese. I'm going away. I'm leaving. I don't want them to eat me. All right.
We just have to count them and then we're ready to go in. Let's see, I've got 22 of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Night geese, night ducks. See you guys tomorrow. So it seems as if I need to feed the ducks and geese slightly less because I'm getting quite a bit left over still, the corn. And then these are just the hulls of the sunflower seeds, but still some cracked corn left.
It's freezing out
It's
here.
like what, 35 degrees? Thin sweatshirt for me. Mom.
I can't make these
Complete
children wear coats in the
snowsuit.
winter.
I've got a little secret about homesteading I want to tell you guys. But first, let me demonstrate how slippery it is out here today. Now, I'm sure a lot of you out there watching this video are new to farming and homesteading, and you might look at people on YouTube and see how perfect their farms are. Well, let me just tell you that that is not the reality for most farms and homesteads, because people just don't have time to make everything look nice. They have time to make the parts you see on camera nice, most of the time, but then they have other places like this, where it's just stuff that you had plans for that you were working on, and then snow came in. Oh, hey, look, there it is still, now that the snow's melting. So just know that that mess is part of homesteading and farming, and don't stress out about it because it's not gonna help you. I was gonna wrap up the video, but then I decided that since it's hatching season, we should show you the little goslings we have, and we actually have a new one to take out of the incubator. Are you excited, Molly?
Yes.
Ready to meet the new little gosling?
Yep, I'm really excited.
Alright, let's get it out. What do we have in here, Molly?
These are the baby goslings.
Yeah, those are the ones that we already have. Now let's get this new one out of the incubator. Ready? There it is. Hello, little gosling. Come on. Oh, you come. Here it is. Can you say hi, Molly?
Hi, Mom. Hi, gosling.
Want to pet it?
What are you going to name these goslings,
I don't
Tucker?
know. Little happy, healthy gosling. Let's put him in the brooder, should we?
I think this one should be named Cheaper. The other one should be named Ella. The other one should be named...
I think this one's a little girl, Molly. See, it's got really dark feathers here.
Yeah.
The little boy goslings have lighter feathers. So we've got two little girl goslings and a little boy gosling.
Yeah.
And this is a little girl. You like it? All right, let's get it some food and water. So when I put them in the brooder first thing I do is I dip their beak in water so they know where that is. Then I dip it in the food. The food is multi-flock from Blue Seal mixed with some brewer's yeast. And then I give them water again. Hey, come on, thing. There's your water. And then set it down gently under the heat lamp. And this one hasn't quite gotten the hang of walking yet since it's still so little. And then these two, these are the older ones. They don't walk around too much yet, but they're doing well. These ones are a day older. Do you like those little goslings, Molly?
Mm-hmm. This one is a girl. This other one.
That one? I think you, yeah, I think you're right. Can you say thanks for watching?
Thanks for watching.
Can you say we'll see you in the next video?
We'll see you in the next video.
What do you think of these goslings, Molly? Do you like goslings?
Yeah, they're cute.
Hello. Alright, let's put them back in the brooder with their heat lamp.